Yeah, let's.
So you guys grew up together from kindergarten.
Yep.
What was it? What were you guys like as kids? What did you guys get into? What were you interested in? Do you guys ever have any like dreams that you thought you would be on together, or like any ventures from a young age that you wanted to kind of go down individually or together? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I think we saw eye to eye from the very beginning. The earliest, well, we definitely bonded over a few video games early on. I remember in like second grade, especially, we had a field trip where I think it was like a Sega, what was that? Sega Genesis, like the handheld one? I can't remember.
No, Genesis is the console. It was a Sega.
What were those?
Spencer, can you look up the handheld Sega game
Yeah,
from
we
like
need the answer to that.
94?
But the game was called Bubble Trouble.
Yeah.
And on like the bus on the way, during this field trip, you and I just happened to be sitting next to each other, and we like were on a mission to beat this game together. And it was I don't know what about it was so funny, but we were laughing so hard the whole time we were playing it.
You were yelling as you were like escaping the ghost. You were like making the like, oh my. it was crazy entertaining watching that happen. Jungle Man, one of the top poker players in the world, Daniel Case, he was on telling us about video games and how that kind of got him into online poker. And he mentioned playing Bubble Trouble. I'm like, dude, Bubble Trouble.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. That's how we became best friends at such a young age. That really was like the kickoff of it. I remember we both had an interest in girls at a really young age too, like in a way that I don't think our peers really did yet. And there was one teacher, Miss Parker, who we both had a huge crush on. And so it was like a competition of who could like give her the best Christmas gift or like say the most suave comment in our, 9-year-old way.
Yep.
That was another bonding experience for us, I think.
100%.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Parker, by the way, wherever you are.
And Miss Bowtie.
And Miss Bowtie. Yeah.
And mine was Miss Smith, so I was about 5. I'm going to say both boys.
We all had one, right? Yeah.
A healthy retrospective on our teacher crushes.
Yeah.
Well, was it the Sega Game Gear?
Game Gear.
Yes.
Thank you, Spencer.
That's the one.
Game Gear.
That's the one. Yeah.
Big and bulky.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, but we also bonded over music on that trip because we were listening to classic rock and Zeppelin, Metallica.
Yep.
There's a song, Orgy by Blue Monday.
Blue Monday by Orgy. The band was called Orgy.
Yeah.
That alone was enough to pique our interest.
We didn't even know what it meant, right?
Like, no.
We had no idea what it meant, but it was a good song.
Yeah. And we were actually on that same bus trip. We were like shouting about Orgy, and I remember our teachers being horrified that we were talking about that. They didn't have the full context, and neither did we. But
no, not at all.
Blue Monday, which was a cover of a famous song. They were like very gothic, and we were into like metal. We were into like pretty hardcore music at a really young age.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah, Metallica, I think, was number one for me.
Brock, you were into classic rock and metal growing up too, right?
Yeah, I grew up with all of those guys, man.
Yeah.
Pantera, Alice in Chains,
Yep.
Metallica, like everybody, man. Like it, I don't know. It's kind of funny. I just feel like it's the '90s, man.
Totally.
It's different. Like even listening today, I prefer listening to it than a lot of stuff that's coming out today. Like,
yeah,
it's just
absolutely. Really good workout music too.
Yeah,
Nirvana was
really
big.
good. Yeah,
that's what I work
Nirvana,
out to. Yeah,
for sure.
Justin was like a mini Kurt Cobain.
Yeah,
he loved Kurt Cobain so much.
Even I remember you guys used to make fun of me because I would be like talking about like, fuck the media, man. Like we were in like third grade, like it's all the fucking media's fault.
They're spinning lies, man.
Yeah. And I still feel that way to this day.
Yeah, nothing's changed there.
Nothing's changed. Yeah. I was ahead of my time.
You absolutely were.
Yeah, but the music thing is central to the friendship for sure. We started our own band. Really? I want to say that was like first grade, second grade, around then.
Was he vocals?
Will was vocals.
I knew it.
Which is a really unfortunate position to be in going into puberty. Like to be on the mic when you're hitting puberty. I was lucky enough to be on guitar where that couldn't really show.
Yeah.
But that was very brave of you. Very brave of you.
You wrote all my lyrics, so thanks for that.
It's true. I did.
But we had like it was good because we like started when we were super young.
Yeah.
And then we like, as we got older, we just kept doing it.
Yeah.
But then you're totally right. Like we would, after school, if we weren't playing baseball or football at the park or basketball, we'd go do band practice.
Yep.
And sometimes both.
Yep.
And yeah, that was like a big bonding experience. Shout out to Drew Rose.
Yep.
And Dan Brayton.
Absolutely.
Our bassist and our drummer.
Yep.
And we would do the school talent shows. We'd perform in front of everybody. And
we even got hired to play a couple bar mitzvahs or bat mitzvahs.
Yeah, we did.
So we were feeling real cool at that time. I don't know how good we were. I don't have video footage of it. I feel like your mom is the one who has all the video footage.
Maybe.
I've scoured our home for this and I can't find it, but I'm dying to see a video of it. My guess is we were not that good, but it didn't really matter.
No.
Like we were the ones in a band and we were writing our own songs and like being hired to play parties. It felt awesome. And it was fun to be creative together. And
yeah. And then fourth grade hit, and that's when we were one of the first schools in, the Bay Area to get a lacrosse program at fourth grade.
That's right.
And we had a lacrosse camp. And once we started doing lacrosse, and baseball and that, we really like started playing sports a lot more and focusing on that because we knew like going into high school, we'd definitely be able to play sports. But if we're at other places, we might not be able to do the band.
That's true. I will say, like, when people, it's a common question to get, like, what's your biggest regret in life? Like, I might have a few, but one of them is, like, discontinuing the music thing. Like, feeling, because at that point in life, it was like, we were probably convinced in some way or another that we were going to play at least college sports, if not go to the NFL or NBA or MLB. And that line of thinking made me like stop taking guitar lessons, stop writing music, which is something I could very well still be doing today. Like, you know what I mean? So
for sure,
that's on my list, is to pick that stuff back up. If you want to get the band going again, I'm here.
Are you in, Brock?
I'm down.
You don't have to have any talent at all. Trust me. You just pick up an instrument and you'll be in.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
Did you play any instruments back in the day?
I had a band too, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, I sang and played drums.
Wow, that's
At the
hard to
same
do.
time?
Yeah. And it was funny because I had the same thing with puberty. Like I was into emo music.
That puberty thing.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys went through puberty
It'll
too, but I went
get
through
you,
puberty. No, but I was singing before puberty, and I was really into emo music. So we had an emo band, and I had a really high voice. It sounded like the dude from Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
And we had a screamer. My other buddy screamed and sang too, and it was the weirdest thing. I just woke up one day and my voice was very high at the beginning, and then I woke up, didn't have any cracking phase, any change, any of this. I was just
dropped.
deep. I just had a deep voice, and I couldn't sing anymore. I was like,
wow.
Sick.
I mean, you could have kept going. It would have just been a totally different style of music.
It would have been,
yeah.
But because I couldn't do what I had been doing, I was just
Right.
like, I'm on to the next thing.
Go from David Bowie to Chase Rice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, much different.
Yeah.
Much different.
Were you like a big kid at that age, or were you like kind of normal size?
I was tall. I was always
Like
pretty
tall, skinny.
but super skinny.
Yeah.
Like at that time, I mean, I was a year younger than everybody going into high school, and I was already 6 foot going into high school. So like 14, probably 6 foot. Yeah.
Damn. We're still working on that.
Yeah.
Almost there.
My mom told me, maybe by my 40s.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep working
I think
on
that's
it.
how it works. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the video.
And subscribe and hit the bell for a whole lot more to come.